Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dungeons and Nuts, the channel where we have high levels of stress and low levels of cooperation.
Along with the low levels of intelligence.
That was Birding Whisper. This is different.
No, I think this is current.
Very current.
I think this is very current.
Oh, my guy's not there, right?
No, for those of you that didn't watch part 1 of episode 18, you will understand that. But tensions are currently really high between Dugr and Flynn.
I just got backhanded.
Yeah, a little bit.
And Dugr got struck by lightning.
Yeah.
So yeah, tensions are very high. But before we get into that, if you really see what happened, go check us out on YouTube.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. Subscribe.
Wow, we really are living up
All
to
right,
the low
guys.
intelligence
1
part
second.
of things. Wonderful
Stroke
start.
We're okay. I'm okay.
Subscribe on YouTube to get notifications when we drop a new episode, and so then you can also see all the crazy moments that happen during the game. Also check us out on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, however you want to call it, and TikTok, so you can get all of the posts and participate in all of our polls, comments, and maybe make a change in the channel and submit the next one-shot idea. We will take submissions, and we may do them. We do like to do what the people want. So go check us out on all social media so that you can see what happens. We are working on some fun merchandise, so be on the lookout for that. Some stickers and t-shirts, so we'll let you know what they look like as soon as we have the details finalized here. And
Which we're working on.
yeah, we're working on that right now. And that is majority of our info today, so we can get right back into the session.
Yeah, okay, so last time, Ron Wolfreer attacked in Doom. Yay! Okay, so, Flynn, you just got punched in the face and then Dugr stalked off.
He didn't stalk off. He tried to kill him. He tried to slash him, and now they're at a stand. Like a stand.
Dugr stopped.
I think Dugr walked away.
I stopped off after that.
Yeah, Dugr walked away.
Well, Eliza's going to just look over and is like, well, that's going to be interesting to take care of.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was waiting for your response to see what you said.
You know the moment you do that, I don't. I know it's something I'm gonna have to try to figure out here, but, yeah, I think it's a conversation for the morning once tensions have died down, at least.
I agree with that. Also, it seems like that chief-looking fellow over there is coming over to talk with you.
I don't really want to talk.
Good luck. Gives
No.
you bardic inspiration and walks away.
Don't.
Gives you bardic inspiration.
He's just like, don't do that.
Indeed, a very large man is walking up behind you two. Yes?
Just let me know when I'm back.
You've gotten back at this point.
Okay.
We appreciate the help of you and your companions. We were not expecting our visitors to be nearly so powerful. You have true strength and much honor.
Thank you. Is this a normal occurrence that happens?
Well, of course. Raids are a very common occurrence.
Not to be rude or anything as an outsider, but don't you think you'd want to put up walls or some other defenses besides these? I don't know what you call them. These rituals of combat.
Where's the honor in that?
It's called protecting your own people, not having to sacrifice the lives of others.
Those he nods over towards his men. Only one of my men died tonight, and we have the diamonds at the moment to be able to bring him back, so long as we get him back quickly. The consequences are not so dire as you seem to believe, and besides, the purpose of these raids is not to kill, It is to test ourselves one against another. It is our sacred duty to hunt the monsters that none others can. And so, if we cannot, how would we be able to do that if we do not test ourselves early to grow our strength? To not be raided is among the greatest of insults. It means that that you are not considered to be even worth training against.
So honor. I was saying that is an honor.
Just a difference of how I was raised, I guess. Then.
It is understandable, though the soft Southlanders have rarely been able to understand the ancient way.
I'm just nodding along with him.
However, we appreciate your assistance here, and we're lucky that the clan that attacked us today, well, at least it isn't the new types of raids that Ron Wolfreader has been carrying out recently. Those ones have been, they did it properly. They did not engage us with more warriors than we had. Recently, many of them have been washing across and using their numbers to completely crush resistance. Removes any of the point. Taking everything instead of that, when they destroy everything and take all that they can, rather than that which is their due for victory. But I'm sure that they will be brought down soon enough. But he's going to give you two both a hearty slap on the back. You two fought very well. You will always be welcome in our outpost for as long as we remain here.
I just do the.
Thank you.
He echoes it back and goes back.
Have you seen that salute yet?
I have. I saw it when we entered.
Duger's done it a couple of times.
Oh, Coryllis' new character.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we only done it once. So I'm just like.
Coryllis did it wrong anyway, so it's okay.
Exactly. That's why it's funny.
Yep. He's going. Here, come. There will be feasting tonight. You are welcome at our tables. There's plenty to share with all.
You promise.
And he's going to go off. So he looks like he could eat as much as 3 of you guys combined.
Coryllis is just excited, bro. He's just like,
All right. So, Dugr, you have stalked off. You got a similar thank you from a random person and have been roped into going to the feast. The warriors are jubilant enough that they will not tolerate you being dreary right now.
get this man an ale.
It's not gonna be ale.
Even better.
They don't make that stuff here. They all seem to have dwarven constitutions somehow.
Even though Dugr doesn't.
All right.
I have advantage on checks against poison, and I still didn't get it.
Well, now you're proficient in alcohol because of that nat 20 you got that one time.
Yeah. One time you did try to drink away your sorrow.
One time you did try to drink away your sorrow and you accidentally got proficient in alcohol.
Which what does that mean?
Add your proficiency bonus to just getting drunk.
Nice. Alrighty. So yeah, I'm definitely going, but I'm not sulking necessarily anymore. Now that I'm
Good, they aren't gonna let you.
yeah, so yes, let's go drink.
You get brought off and there isn't a tavern in this outpost. Is too small for that. But someone apparently made an excellent trade with some they talk about how some foolish Southlander traded them an enormous amount of good stuff for making their drinks a little while back in exchange for a little pile of worthless metal. So they're just he's got a bunch of stuff. Apparently invites everyone over for that, and just you're
Worthless metal.
you very easily get dropped get brought into there.
Nice. Woo! Let's get drunk.
All right. So yeah.
Tell me what I see when I walk into this food hall of sorts.
Yeah, you walk in, and apparently this is just the chief's house. Some random dude has it's significantly larger.
It's kind of almost like a longhouse.
Yes, except underground, because all of them are like that. All of them,
Makes sense.
every single one of them, they have the little hut, very fancy looking hut, but the size of a hut entrance on the top. But the actual building is underneath.
Makes sense.
There's a fire. There's a fire roaring in there. It appears to not have any logs in it, so this guy did somehow get his hands on an eternal flame somehow, and they're using that to heat this room. There's plenty of food that has been prepared. Apparently, the people started preparing the feast as soon as they got word that there was any victory. So it's most of the way ready now. And yeah, you get down there. The party's already started.
You guys get there after Dugr.
Dugr has already managed to get himself into a drinking competition with a massive dude. I need me 4 Constitution saving throws against alcohol, with advantage each time because it's poison, with proficiency because alcohol.
Say, Captain, it looks like our friend Dugr is already having fun.
Con.
Yes.
That's gonna be a
Seems like he has. You can
3.
go
That's a
join if you like.
22.
Pass, roll again.
You're not joining us?
I'm not a heavy drinker. Pat.
That's a
Shame
roll
on you.
17
I just
pass.
Walk
Yeah.
over there. I walk up and sit next to some random people.
17 plus 3. 20, dirty 20.
Pass.
That one's lower.
You've been destroying the saving throw so far.
Okay, that's gonna be 24.
Pass. Yeah, the guy's already getting tipsy. You're still not even close. Yeah.
I just walk over there. I just walk in towards the end, and I want to try to sit next to the chief, or the leader or whatnot.
All right, that was the guy that walked up to you guys and talked with you earlier.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow him towards the sitting spot next to him.
All right, he's just sitting down. Well, right now, actually, what he's doing is he's dusting off benches. Apparently, you notice that this entire place has a layer of dust over it. He's just cleaning it up right now.
Oh. Would you like some help, Chief? What was your name again?
I'm Eric. Chief Eric.
Eric. Would you like some help setting up for the feast?
You are welcome to help if you wish. You are not required, as you are a guest of ours tonight.
Oh, it's my honor. It seems that there's a lot of dust for some reason. Why has this place been sitting for so long?
Most of our settlements can go for months without anyone ever living in them. Only the Hearthkeeper staying behind. We are wanderers. We can only stay. Our homeland was destroyed long ago, and so we must take shelter in the lands of other clans and continue moving in order to avoid wearing through their patience.
I see. And so do the other tribes just stumble upon you and be like, I want to fight you?
Oh, they don't just stumble upon us, they seek us out. Just as they will seek each other out.
Okay.
Some of the clans, different clans have different interpretations of how the ancient way declares that raiding should be carried out. But all of them perform it in some way or another. The Hrandor Ragon refuses to take anything if they're victorious. They even will try to avoid killing if they can.
Interesting.
Ron Wolfrir will take everything that they can possibly attempt to justify through the tenets of the ancient way. Mm-hmm. Raffen is one of the least frequent to raid, but they will still take what they wish as well. And Ursor is the least common of all, but that isn't because they are the least aggressive. In fact, they're probably more aggressive than any of the others because they're so small. There are very few of them. We're actually in their territory right now.
Who? Sorry?
Ran Ursor.
Ursor. That's one I don't have written down.
When you say small, what do you mean? Like gnome size?
Oh, no. They will be larger than any of us in this room in terms of physical size.
Oh.
Small as in there are very few of them.
Okay.
Most of them are hermits. They do not see others, and when there are villages, they rarely will have more than 15 to 20 people in them.
That is small. Interesting.
There will likely often only be one warrior among them who serves as their champion.
Our little band that we have together also has one of those.
Oh?
he also has a small pet he likes to ride. It's boar, I think. Quite fascinating artwork.
I saw the creature in action. It was quite impressive. We had not seen anything like that in quite some time.
Quite entertaining, my friend. We are just traveling through, and we're wondering where we could find a blacksmith or someone with a very strong forge.
If you're looking for a blacksmith, then I'm afraid we can't help you all that much. Most of our weapons are simple iron or even stone occasionally, because we cannot settle down long enough to create a powerful forge. The greatest smiths are usually those of Thran Doragon. They're the most warlike themselves.
Interesting.
If you could somehow convince Wolfrir to help you, they could help. But yes, they make very fine steel weapons. It's renowned across all the land for what they for their.
Could I handle moon steel?
Lunar steel.
Lunar steel.
We don't talk about that very often outside of this area. Where did you learn about that?
I've had a couple events, found some. Not quite sure what's going on, but I'm just trying to help my friends who I'm traveling with try to figure it out.
Well, if you found some, then you likely have returned it here. Then you're even more honorable than I thought. He slaps you on the shoulder again, almost knocks you off your feet. Yes. Well, I'm afraid neither of them could help you with that. Only Ran Raffenhat knows the secrets of working that stuff.
Ran Rafa. Okay.
They very rarely make items themselves, preferring to use magic for their combat. However, when they do, they can make the most impressive works of art out of any of us.
That was the one that was just attacking you, correct?
No, that was the Thran Wolfrir.
Well, how can I find this other tribe?
Oh, they're not far, just to the north of here, if you headed up a little bit further. They're difficult to find, though. There are many of them. We've seen them in very large groups. But they can be just as difficult to find as Haran Ursur sometimes. They have interesting ways of hiding themselves, avoiding being located. They don't even use boats to travel between the islands. They have other methods of doing so.
Interesting. Well, I think I need to go talk to my other friends. And I take a swig of whatever alcohol is next to me, and then I make a
Con save.
Make a con save.
a strange face, and probably gonna pass out.
Quite possibly. Did you just roll a 1?
Got a 10.
Okay, yeah, you're drunk. You're not passed out, but you're drunk already. Be careful with that. It's not your Southland. It's not your soft Southlander juice.
You just see him glazed over, like, I'll keep that in mind.
The accent is gone now.
Walks away.
All right, Flynn. What are you doing right now?
I would say Flynn's kind of just. So they're kind of at the bar, or where?
They're at the party, yeah.
The party. I think I walked in with him, and I was like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of heavy drinking. I'll eat, but I won't be drinking as much.
All right.
Or if. He's just gonna go to the bar. He's like, is there a chance I could potentially make my own drink?
So there isn't a bar here. This is a house.
It's just a house?
Yeah, this is a literal hall.
All they have is,
Like there's a kitchen in the on one side. It's basically one. So yeah, I'll describe it a little bit more. Basically, it's a massive wooden lodge essentially, underground. But there isn't very much by the way of room divisions. The kitchen is literally just cooking equipment by the large fire. There's a door off to the side where there appear to be some bedrooms, but no one's going in there. It's just a relatively spacious hall with the one big fire, bunch of tables. It looks like this was designed to be like a meeting place for the entire group if they needed. The entire fleet could potentially stay here if necessary. Over the fire, there's a massive reindeer carcass being roasted. And by massive, I mean size class huge.
No, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's very large.
Whoa. I think, Flynn's just gonna stumble into the kitchen and try to make a signature drink of his.
If it involves any form of alcohol, you're not going to find what you're looking for.
He'll just take water then.
All right, cool. They don't have any of the soft stuff. They don't do that.
They don't have rum?
they just have caskets available. Caskets
they've
of
got their
special.
own stuff.
They got caskets of special.
You could possibly find something similar and try to water it down a lot. But like
He'll
you're gonna
just-
have to improvise with their ingredients because they don't have
Pull out your
their own
little
stuff.
Gatorade squeeze.
He'll look around and be like, okay, I'm not
Stay hydrated.
familiar with these drinks. Oh, that's no, too strong. Okay, wow. He's just gonna go get some water, and he's just gonna kind of wallflower and just kind of sit and watch everything.
I'm gonna make my way back to Flynn.
All right, go ahead.
Say, Flynn. I put my arm around you. Buddy, I know where we're going next. He curls up his arms, he like stretches his legs out, he sits next to me, he's like, it's... he passes out right next to Flynn.
Good for you. And he's just gonna walk away from that spot and just like, I can't right now. And he might just go to one of those bedrooms that are empty.
If you want to go into bed, like you have your room, you can go back anytime.
He's still gonna be at the party. He's just gonna go to like one of those bedrooms and just be like, I'm just gonna avoid the party.
All right.
Duger's
fair
gonna
enough.
stop him before he gets away to one of the bedrooms.
Okay,
Oh, no.
you do so.
And he's just gonna look at him and go, "We need to talk."
I was afraid this might. I was kind of hoping we could maybe talk in the morning when things are a little clearer and less drunk.
I'm not intoxicated. I'm actually perfectly sober right now.
Perception check.
I'm doing insight check on that one. 22.
Yeah, he's actually completely telling the truth right now, and you are astounded.
Whether or not you are or not drunk, I'd rather wait till the morning
Okay.
to talk about this so I can collect my thoughts and give you a proper response.
Makes sense. Take your time. And he's just gonna walk away at that point and join the party again and
Someone has somehow gotten into the idea that gotten into their head that Galti wants to try something and is trying to find a way to feed Galti a hug.
Come on, boy.
You all, Flynn, you're just chilling there, and you notice that Eliza has defeated someone else in a drinking competition.
Just with his drinks, just good for you. I'm gonna keep my water.
She's gonna come over and join you and going to say, "Lesser restoration is the best for cheating."
I'm so glad you found a way to use your magic for that. I'm so happy for that. And he's just gonna like, seeing her, knowing a little bit, he's gonna have me put his hand over his drink, like, I'm happy for you. Enjoy.
He's hiding his sparkling water.
He's hiding his still water. He's like, I have a feeling that she'll try to get me in a party mood. I don't want that right now.
Unfortunately, she only has calm emotions. It doesn't go the other way around.
Excite emotions.
rouse emotion.
Riot or soothe. Mistborn reference.
We get it.
I wish I didn't see it.
Why do I feel like I need to throw things at you all of a sudden?
You don't need to.
It's okay,
Where's
David.
Gavin at? I don't. Missed.
That was dangerous.
That was stupid. I need to go back to throwing spoons.
Okay.
We need to get you your pack of spoons.
And then I can punish Gavin with less dangerous plastic objects.
Why am I getting punished? I just laughed.
I rolled high enough.
Oh, you said something? Here, I'll throw the can.
Stop it! Stop it!
I don't have any
The
spoons.
non-empty can of Sprite.
All right. But yeah, party goes party is entertaining, and you guys seem to have been thoroughly accepted into this group for the night, and yeah. Only Flynn gets a particularly good night's sleep somehow, and yeah, but you all do get to complete a long rest. Yes. Wake up in the morning feeling better.
There we go.
Except for
Somehow.
you. You need to make me a con save.
Not one.
You have the hangover to end all hangovers.
I'm just sitting there.
From one sip.
And this, friends,
One
is why
shot.
you don't drink.
One shot, dog, is all it takes. Stupefied.
Shots is something else, indeed. Yes.
Stupefy would be actually a fun spell.
I'm working on it right now.
Oh, really?
I love Harry Potter spells would be really good.
I did find there is like a Reddit version of some of them, of a few. I do want Accio though. But yeah, I am working on Harry Potter spells for Flynn.
Accio money.
Has to be something you know or own. Otherwise,
There's a guy on YouTube called Siege Tales who's pretty funny.
That's where I got that from.
Why couldn't Harry just Accio egg?
it's not something he owns.
It has to. How does the object know that you own it?
I don't know. Magic and Harry Potter doesn't make sense.
It does not, and I cannot reconcile it. Despite trying. But yeah, okay. So you guys wake up in the morning, fully long rested, recovered, and yeah. It is slightly less freezing outside. Will only kill you if you don't have protective gear instead of just kill you by being in it, no matter what.
Nice.
I'm gonna go. I fell asleep at the chief's house, just in that chair. And so I wake up.
You're not the only person.
I'm probably there too.
What did I do?
A little less drunk though.
I'm gonna go try to find some form of
I
water.
need you to make me one more con save for that.
I'm gonna try to find some form of water that's not has alcohol in it.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you didn't get drunk at all last night.
Yes!
No matter how hard you tried.
And try to
I
find
was
whatever bread or
so
cheese I can and
violent.
just try to recuperate.
Yeah, no matter what you do, you ain't recuperating anytime soon, but yes, you are trying.
Where's the healer?
Dugger's just gonna walk up to you and slap you on the back and be like, last night was a party!
It just lands flat. As he gets up.
Oh, sorry. He's gonna like help
I'm
pick
glad
you
you
up.
had a fun time, bro. I just put my arm around you. But I'm gonna need some assistance.
That's totally fine. I can help you.
I don't just know how many things I drank, but stuff is stuff.
The chief walks by carrying a pile of plates towards a big basin full of water where it's clear he's been doing dishes. You took one sip, my friend.
You didn't have to say it that loud.
Oh, don't worry, everyone saw it. It was very entertaining. Much laughter, much entertainment for the Warriors last night.
Well, do you have anything that could counter it and make me feel a little better, a little more level-headed?
Oh yeah, if you took another sip, then it might help you pass out again.
I think I'm okay.
He just laughs heartily. Eric just laughs heartily.
Oh dear. My eyes aren't working, Dugr. Can you take me back to wherever we're going?
Yes, I can help you. Don't worry. And I'm going to help him limp back to wherever we are staying.
Dugr, I talked to the chief last night. He gave us a direction we could probably go for your moonsteel crap.
Okay.
About some other tribe named Raffel, I think, or something like that.
Ron Rathen?
Sure, that's how you pronounce it. And they're supposedly the ones that could maybe do it.
That would make sense. They are the most magical, and this lunar steel is very magical in its properties, so that would make much sense. They tell you where to go.
We head up north.
North, okay.
But it's gonna be a little tricky. He said that they're hard to find. For some reason. What was I talking about?
Something about them being hard to find.
Yes, that's what the chief said. He also was really surprised when I mentioned the moonsteel. For some reason, not many people talk about it. About returning it too. don't understand. Either way, let's go talk to the captain about it.
Agreed. I need to have a conversation with him now, too.
Well, what did you do? Did
What?
you get some information also?
No, I just drank. I just became friends. That's all I did.
I think we made a couple of friends.
Definitely. Look, I even got this new tattoo. No.
Says property of the
Property of Ron Renderful.
At least we made good relations with this new colony.
Yes, yes.
We're welcome anytime, they said.
Very nice. That is good news to hear. They are good allies.
Yes, they are. Anyways, then we hobble off unless you want to talk about anything.
No.
All right, you guys hobble over to help Coryllis very carefully up the stairs, through the snow, back down the stairs of the Hearth Keeper's home, and find the rest of the crew there. Well, specifically, you find right outside, right by the door, you find Silva, who's sharpening her sword and just keeping an eye out. Apparently, she's been here most of the night. Apparently, her trance involves her sharpening her sword, which is a little bit concerning, but yeah.
Did you sleep?
This is how I sleep.
That's a little terrifying. I won't lie.
If you can sharpen your sword while you are in your trance, then your sword will always be sharp.
Sure.
Did
I
you
don't have a
also-
sword.
Did you also participate in the fighting last night?
No, I consider alcohol to be a danger.
Not fighting,
difficult.
not drinking. The fighting.
Oh, yes.
the raid.
There were a few warriors that made their way up here. I think that they were hoping to grab some treasure without any of the warriors to prevent it. Though I heard from some of the women that were here that is generally considered to be a very dishonorable thing to do. I do not understand the people's ways here, but I dispatched them easily enough.
Seems you had some fun too. Is that all that happened? You just slept here?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm going to take him down, and I'm going to have a long conversation with Flynn.
You don't have to do that.
Short conversation.
You don't have to have a conversation with Flynn. It's okay.
All right. While Dugr goes to try to find Flynn, Silva's going to look at Coryllis and she's going to just ask, "Did you find anything useful in the festivities last night?"
I did, actually. I did find something.
Well, that is good. She doesn't seem to be inclined to press you if you don't start sharing, if you don't want to share on your own. She seems like she's just trying to be polite.
I'll try to be polite back. So this ritual, how do you sleep and do this?
Oh, this is what all elves are like this. We do not sleep. We all are connected to the Feywild in such a way that we do not need to dream in order to access it.
I guess you're right. So, who's your teacher again?
Master Voro. She taught me how to fight, how to cast magic, how to adapt to life outside of the Elderwood. She helped me learn everything that I know.
You seem a little bit different compared to a captain, at least Flynn.
Of course, he is human.
Well, sort of. Anyways,
Sort of.
I
He
don't.
appears to be complete human to me.
Interesting. Well, I guess he is, right? Either way, why are you better than him?
I'm
Did
not.
you get spent what?
I'm not.
Is he stronger than you?
No.
Are you equal?
It would be hard to say. We've never fought fought seriously.
Well,
I did not know that my teacher had another student, but if she chose to keep him secret from me, then I'm sure he had a very good reason.
Everyone does have their own secrets. I have mine as well.
Some more than others.
This is gonna get awkwardly silent after that.
It is indeed going to get awkwardly silent after
He's literally
that.
just gonna sit there and be awkwardly silent until something else happens.
All right, cool. So,
He's gonna go down into the Hearthkeeper's home and just like open up Flynn's door and stand in the doorway.
He's just you see, just like sitting up, writing. Like he has, like 3 books open, and is like writing, looking over the other, and just, oh, hi, Dugr.
Hi, Flynn.
How much do you remember from last night?
All of it?
You would remember any of it. So it's like folding the books and put it back in the bag. Just okay.
I will speak first.
Please do.
I was out of line. I should not have hit you, and I am sorry. It was a heat of the moment decision, and it was not appropriate for me to do.
That's not where I thought this conversation was going to go.
But, well, I was unjustified in my punching you. We also need to talk about that lightning bolt.
That's where I thought this was going to go. Yeah.
I don't care that you hit me. It really isn't that big of a deal. It happens in combat. What I am not happy about, and why I punched you, which I shouldn't have, is because you lost your cool. And it put my life in danger. You never know when you can lose your cool. It happens to even the best warriors. But you need to make sure that it doesn't put my life in danger, or Kurilla's life in danger, or heck, even Eliza's life in danger, or Silva's life in danger, any of us. Because it could.
And I 100% understand that. I'm sorry I put your life in danger. I don't know. It's just things have been very crazy the last little bit. There's no excuse really for me putting you in the line of danger there. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know what came over me. I saw she was in danger and I honestly acted without thinking, which I don't know. Yeah, I just acted without thinking, and afterwards just kind of snapped out of it, and hence why I avoided talking at the party or much of anything. But I promise it won't happen again. You just need to keep things under control again.
And I will admit, it's hard for me to understand the whole losing your cool thing. I have been raised in the warrior society from birth, trained to be a warrior, and was trained to keep my cool in combat. That was not everybody, and I understand. I don't expect you to be perfect right off the bat, but we will work on it. It's something that we can work on together. Because I also did lose my cool at the end. That was not cool of me. But I still expect you to be better. That's it.
That's right. I normally don't lose my cool. I'm normally cool under pressure in combat, but just something the night before just, I don't know, put me in a weird state of mind, and I had to act before really thinking of my actions.
Did you have another nightmare?
Yeah, something like that. It's a little bit more intense than past nights, but yeah.
It's because Eliza's with us now.
That probably is the main source. The one that I woke up before the drums went off was about her. Really kind of involved a good chunk of you guys, at least you. Had to deal with Tyrannos. We were fighting and you were downed, and he took a stab at Eliza and that pretty much was the moment I woke up after he stabbed and killed her. So I was not the greatest to wake up to that, and then seeing her get hit just flashed me back to that nightmare. And I couldn't risk it coming true, especially with all these stupid fate stones and destiny. Maybe it's getting to my head a little bit, but I don't know. I just can't risk anything.
I understand. It's an interesting situation. I'm going to do some research.
Please,
I'm going to try and help you. This, first off, for our own safety, but second off, for your own peace of mind. And from now on, I don't want to say Eliza stays on the ship, but she stays out of combat.
You try telling her that. I told her to stay as far as possible. She stayed right next to me.
I'll have a conversation with her. And don't worry, I'll be nice.
That's not what I'm worried about.
Okay. Uh-oh. Well, I'll try and talk to her at the very least, once we're underway.
Good. I maybe already looking into it, but for at least my assurance, can you look into these stones a bit more? Into the divination magic? It's the one area, well, many areas, but it's the one area of study I did not really go into. I don't know a lot about divination magic, so it kind of scares me a bit. Don't trust it that much.
Honestly, neither do I. Dwergar society is not very much about divination and gods. So, I will definitely have to look into it more. Next time we run across a larger library, I'll spend some time researching it.
This man died.
What did I tell you to
I can try to share what I have. I have some of Voro's notes, but some of it's just in... As much as I love elven culture, some of it's just in the weird elven, like, poetry writing where it just is all words and no sense.
I don't speak Elvish.
It's like, it's not even just... It's in common. But the way it's written...
We can take a look at it and see. Divination magic is something that I've avoided on purpose. But now that I'm way more involved with it, and my life is kind of on the line because of it, I probably need to look into it a little bit more.
Same here.
So, wow, did we just actually have character development?
No.
No, never.
No! Not on my
Lightning bolts.
drinking away my problem.
Back to fighting again. Never.
Okay, well, let's take a look at those notes and maybe once we're underway we can take a look at them, and because I think we need to head north. From what Coryllis was telling me, he found some information about lunar steel, and we need to go to
So that wasn't a lie.
Kran Raffen, and they know more about forging lunar steel. So
I hope he's true with his word.
I think he heard this from Chief Eric.
Are you
So-
guys still having this conversation in the room, or are you guys walking out to find the rest of the crew?
I think we stayed in the room.
We probably stayed in the room, yeah.
He was like, well, he tried telling me the other night, but he quickly fell asleep from the drink he drank.
Makes sense.
So I'm not sure how true it is.
Yes.
I don't know how much I trust the words that come out of him.
I don't know. He seems mostly trustworthy, but there's something about him that he's not telling us. And I don't know, I get that feeling from him.
Yeah. Well, let's find him, get the others, and try to make our way towards where this forge is.
Apparently it's just farther north.
Oh, great. That's more cold.
Yes, but it's fine. We'll be okay.
Right. Flynn's just gonna finish packing up his stuff and start heading out the door.
And I'm gonna go thank the Hearthkeeper. And be like, thanks for letting us stay. And what is it first? Right? Yeah.
So yeah, you go out. The Hearthkeeper is, as she has been every single time that you've seen her, near about next to the hearth outside. Just keep the bonfire still blazing away. As you come up and thank her, she's going to just turn to you, just like nod to you and say, of course, anytime that you require assistance, you may always ask a sanctuary here.
Well, thank you. We will try not to overdo it with your hospitality. And then I'm gonna wait for her to do it first because I don't remember how to do it.
May you always find welcome and warmth.
You always find welcome and warmth. And I'm gonna just walk away at that point.
I'm like having someone carry me out.
I think I just did it backwards. No, it's this way first. I did it backwards.
Flynn did it right by accident.
Flynn did it right, yes. He did it right. I did confusion. All right.
Many things.
So, yeah. So, what now?
So, where are you going?
I thought you knew where to go.
Oh, that's right. I haven't told you yet.
We are also, I still wish to find Master Voro, and if we found any information on her whereabouts, then that would be nice.
We haven't found any of her whereabouts, but we have found some info towards something of hers.
Oh?
And we'll be heading towards that direction.
What is the thing that you were looking at? What is the possession of hers that you have?
It's a tome of hers.
Well, in which direction are we going?
Well, I look at her, I say, I have a strange gut feeling that your master is going to be in the same direction we're heading. North. And he just like acts like he's like all sore and is like trying to walk towards the boat.
Makes sense.
Much sense made.
Can anyone cure a hangover by chance?
Silva walks over and she's going to just pick you up and toss you over her shoulder and just carry you onto the boat. It doesn't even look difficult.
I turn into Fiona and Shrek. I'm just like, this will do.
All right, so you guys are now on the boat. So, where are you headed?
When are you gonna go talk to the chief again? Dugr?
Do you want to?
I mean, it might be
All
helpful.
you know is north. You
Yeah,
should
that's-
talk with people and find out where you're going.
That's probably a good idea.
That's why I'm like, weren't you gonna go talk to the dude? And he always
North
like,
is
I
a
should
very
go-
long direction.
Yes,
You
I will go
you
and
can go
talk
north
to the
until
chief
you're
again.
south.
I was like, so like, yeah, I don't know. I only know from what you two told me. So I don't know where to like.
We should probably go
wreck the
talk
boat.
to him again.
Okay, there we go.
All right, it's not very hard to find the chief. He is out collecting. He's actually out chopping down wood, chopping down trees.
Very nice. I don't know what the purpose of it is, but that's okay.
I could share.
Nice.
One of them falls down and just goes over and like pulls out a thing of rope and starts measuring the length of it, and like makes a mark towards the top. Starts chopping there.
Nice. I'm going to just walk up to her and say, Chief.
Dugr, how are you after the night? Able to handle the hangover?
Actually, I'm perfectly okay right now.
He looks at you for a second, like also unbelieving, just like Flynn was. Well, what do you know?
I've had a run-in with that alcohol before, and it's helped me.
Your resistance is the thing of legends.
Alcohol saved my life.
I appreciate it. But we were also wondering if we could perhaps get some information.
Of course, what do you need to know?
We are going to head in the direction of Kron Rothen. I believe my compatriot Corilla talked to you about it last night. We have acquired some lunar steel and are in hopes of fixing a broken lunar steel blade that we have.
Ah, yes. Moonlight. If you found a moonlight sword, that is an impressive find. That is an impressive find. To repair it, you have the right materials. Yes. He's going to like lean over, like take his axe and like draw a circle in the snow. And draw it like stabs it towards the lower part of it. The region that is known as the Northern Isles, or more accurately, the area claimed by claimed by our Dragon Lord Salune. This entire circle represents all of that. You're down here in the southern parts right now, the territory of Fran Ursur. He draws a little circle on this in it. Fran Raffen controls the territory directly north of us. He draws a second circle up there as well. I'm actually going to draw it on the map so you guys can see it. Oops. Don't step on my mic's cord. There we go.
Nice.
I forgot the marker. That would be a good thing to have for drawing the map.
There, it's fine. Just draw it.
So he draws the rough circle.
Nice.
This way, he's standing where I am. He draws right here as saying this is Haran Ursur's territory. We are somewhere in this area right now. It's hard to say precisely, the islands move constantly, but they tended to stay in this general vicinity. Haran Raffen controls the territory just up here. It's hard to say exactly where you might find any of them, but they have a couple of consistent areas. I believe around this time of year, their main island is usually in this area approximately. Yes, it will be continuing in a circle in this direction. It's completely predictable. We've had it happen for years now. Don't go around sharing this information with outsiders. We don't generally share this very much.
I'm not there.
You could probably find them that if you head towards closer to the center of the territory, then head straight north. You should be able to find approximately where it is.
That's very helpful, actually. That's the most directions we've actually had, ever.
Well, there's one thing that we may not be as technologically advanced as some of you Southlanders, but one thing that we can do: we remember the past. We pass it down. We keep the ancient traditions.
That is.
And one word of advice: be careful not to get too close to the center. That's Lindworm territory, and their hunting season is going to be starting in a week or two. You may find some you may accidentally encounter some that woke up early if you aren't careful.
Lindworm, as in W-O-R-M or W?
You already know the answer to this question.
Why does it have to be dragons?
Hey, this is the worm hunting season is only once every year. Came at a lucky time. Much glory is to be earned.
We came at a very lucky time.
Yes, indeed.
Power.
Dugr, no!
Honor.
I
and
wonder
power.
if I can make armor from their belts.
Their scales make excellent armor indeed. I have a set that I keep for only hunting them specifically. It can also help protect you from elemental damage depending on which lindworm you kill.
Thank you for the information. That's very, very good.
They also are exceptionally good at destroying ships, so be prepared.
Yeah, no, that goes back up to 4.
I just increased Flynn's stress, yay.
Immediately went back up to 4.
It's like, oh, okay. You know, it is already dragon season. Now there's a chance to destroy the ship you just got. Cool.
It's almost dragon season, not there quite yet.
It's dragon season.
Doesn't mean we won't run into one. Nice. Okay, I got all that written down, so we're good.
Nice.
Here we go.
Well, thank you for this very, very useful information, Chief. We're definitely in need of direction, and we now have our heading where we need to go. Yeah. So, we very much appreciate your hospitality, but also the information that you have given us.
Of course. You help protect my people. Whether we would have needed it or not is not a question we will ever need to answer. Because you fought with us, you are a part of us. You will always be considered a friend to my tribe here.
I'm very glad to hear it. You are very good allies to have.
Yes. Remember, he scribbles a little bit in the snow circle, like leaving the scribble mark I put there. That's the territory that you're likely to encounter a lindworm, even early before the hunting season. Be ready.
Thank you. We will be.
We will be. Whether we have to Or not, we will be.
And since neither of y'all's maps include anything about the Northern Isles, you guys may want to copy this down.
I'm not here.
Oh, right, you're not.
Copy.
And I'm going to say, well, we thank you very much for your assistance, and give the sign and
He returns it.
and go back to the ship now. I believe would probably be a good idea.
He has his axe up to you as you guys are walking away. May you always find welcome and warmth. Chops the top off of the tree and starts carving it. And Flynn, he's making a new mast. That's what he's doing. You can recognize what's going on there.
That's very impressive. Okay. I know who would come for repairs now.
As may you, as I raise my hammer above my head, and continue on.
Yep. Ron and Renderful are very, very good at fixing ships.
I mean, they're wanderers. I would assume they would be.
They have very large fleets. They're better with boats than any of the other tribes by a long shot.
Nice. Very cool.
All right. So you have your heading.
Yes, we
Here
do.
we go.
Are you guys doing anything else, or?
Here we go.
I don't think there's anything else here. It's like a small town, right?
It's just an outpost, yeah.
There's not really any shops. There's not really any it's not even a blacksmith. So
Well, you'll find you'll find things to buy. The Ron Renderful survives by trading things a lot of the time. So there won't be any shops, but their boats are loaded with goodies. So yeah, if you did want to look for something, you might be able to find something. But
I don't have anything
It's kind of
specific
random.
I'm looking for right now.
Neither me. Nothing specific. Always looking for spells, but
Plus 2 rapier.
yeah, they don't have very many wizards, so yeah, that won't work out so great.
So
we shall go on our way.
I believe we shall get on our way.
All right, you guys set off and start heading towards the area indicated by the chief. So, yeah. Is there anything specific you'd like to do while sailing, or sailing there? Any precautions you want to take, or things you want to be looking for? Anything that you want to specify before I go into?
So what happens while we sail?
Actually, I want to ask just one of the traders, or one of the people from Clan Renderful. Is there any way to deter lindworms from attacking your ship? Any sort of almost lindworm deterrent?
To deter the lindworms, other than not being there, the best way to do it is to attack them. Lindworms are temperamental and angry.
Okay.
If there is one ship that is not attacking it and another one that has harmed it, it will go for the one harming it. If there are multiple people who are harming it, it will target the one that is harming it the most.
Makes sense. Very useful information. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. And he's gonna goes thing and just continues on his business.
And I will return the gesture and continue on. I thought maybe I would ask before we left if they knew something.
No, that's not perfect.
That was
We
a
need to-
very good thing to ask.
It is, and it's good information.
It's very helpful information.
Yeah, I think mainly just prepping the ship. Flynn's gonna look around, make sure no one's watching him, and he's gonna check on the hole in the ship with the egg in it.
All right, yeah, you go over and carefully making sure there's no one around, peek it open, look at it. It is remaining there, the tiny gold dragon egg, completely unchanged.
I swear, if you crack or hatch, I will flip this ship. And that's not on purpose. Just close it back up and just okay, I think we're all set. We'll start heading up that way and pray to whatever gods are listening that no dragons attack us.
Agreed.
Just go back to the
Make a sacrifice to Tyr.
whatever sea god, travel god there is, please, and start the traveling, the preparations.
All right, cool.
Hey God, it's me again.
It's me, Fiona. It's me, Fiona.
All right.
All right, sorry, I'm just making sure I have my Lindworm stat block ready. Just in case. All right, it's time to roll random encounters.
Well, I have a D20 ready.
Yep. Well,
Psych,
okay,
I
so
rolled
you're just
already.
driving, going straight there? Or are
Yeah.
you making it? Okay. Any stealth precautions or anything like that you're
It's Flynn,
attempting to do?
always.
Always.
So I need to know these things because it will determine because stealth precautions
are you gonna
will both give you a chance of avoiding certain random encounters, but it'll slow you down, and so you will get more random encounters. Random encounters aren't always combat though. So like, describe to me what you're doing, and that will determine how many times I'm rolling on the table.
Mainly, no. Because last time we took an off-road.
Last time you took an off-road, you avoided Tyrannos. You would have encountered him if you
Yeah.
didn't. So that was a smart thing to do, even though you did encounter the dragon.
I think we'll do similar, like kind of taking back roads, maybe making the journey a little bit longer, but just avoiding detection from like main traders and pirates and
Let me
such.
look at my spells really quick.
All right, so you start heading over. So you look at the little map that you sketched down and compare it to what you did have of your old map. You realize that you could potentially try to take a longer route around in order to take a gravity current that is on your map that appears based off of what he drew to continue further than anyone thought it did. And you can take that one, and that would be a less direct route. You might encounter traders occasionally, but unlikely because you're going further north, and most people just don't want to go into the Northern Isles because it's cold and dangerous.
And dangerous. Yes. We'll take that route.
All right, cool.
Do I dare take
Ooh,
damage?
I get one more spell. I forgot.
Alrighty, so, 1 second, I'm gonna make sure I. Sorry, almost done. There we go. Good. Okay,
Eli
so.
talking to his little worms.
So, for the first day of your sailing, it is completely smooth sailing. Absolutely nothing of interest. Then, so yeah, just winds are good. Not that much of a problem. Pretty chill. That lasts until about, the first night. As the sun starts going down and the chill starts to set in, and most of you guys start going below decks to try to bunker down for the night, the wind starts picking up more and more, and you start feeling the ship start to vibrate. And yes,
I was wondering if I could see if this is like weather related.
yep, it is. You may do so. Roll dice.
Would this be survival?
Yep.
Survival. Yeah. 8.
These are definite weather patterns that you're seeing. They're coming out a little more suddenly than you're accustomed to, but you've also never been in this area, so storms might just come in faster, or maybe something weird is causing it. You have no clue.
I'm gonna get up and go find him at the wheel then.
All right.
Flynn,
Yeah.
I think we got a storm coming in.
I do feel the wind picking up here. I just need a moment to think of how to deal with this.
You can have taken a long rest in between this time, just so everyone is aware.
I'm trying to like look around, see, use my spyglass and just try to see if there's anything where we could dock for a little bit.
All right, you're looking around. You do see a couple of larger islands in the distance. The closest thing you can find, though, is a small island that is actually down on the surface, moving slowly.
Moving.
Yeah, it's moving. It's like all the islands are moving always, but like this one's very close to the surface.
I see now.
Well, no, it's in the water, which is not super common. You haven't seen very many water islands in the Northern Isles, but they exist.
I'm just gonna. Can I tell that this storm is gonna get much worse?
How do you want to try to figure that out?
Kind of like just like feeling the wind and kind of seeing if like I can see like the storm.
Roll a survival
coming
check.
in. All right. Maybe I should have.
When I ask that, it's not that you always can. I just want to know what kind of check to ask you to make.
So I took the 12.
12. It feels like the storm is about to get, like, this is the beginnings of the storm. Like, it's gonna get worse.
Oh boy. All right.
Being in the air could be safer, but it's likely to kill you faster if you're near anything that you could get slammed into.
Yeah.
Including the water.
Just gonna. All right, we're gonna bunker down for a bit and just go towards that tiny island, and just gonna. As soon as we get there, just somewhat dock the boat. I'm like, all right, everyone, we're gonna camp on here for a little bit until the storm passes by.
All right, I'm assuming you're anchoring the
I'm just gonna
ship on it.
pocket it.
Oh, pocketing it is a significantly smarter idea. I forgot you could do that.
I'm gonna pocket it. You're like, all right, everyone, stay close. And I'm going to ritual cast Tiny Hut.
All right, you cast Tiny Hut. Yes.
While he does that, I want to go explore.
All right, go ahead. All right, could you roll me
I would not do that right now.
investigation or perception check? Also, like when I say small island, I mean like it's a really small island.
Let's do
Like all islands are small in Dragon Sea. This is small for them.
Investigate. Wait, where's my perception? You said perception?
Why? Either one.
I'm gonna do
It's
my
like,
perception.
You're just looking
don't-
around, so like.
As I'm like, don't leave me right now, because if you leave me, I cannot bring you back inside this
Yes,
dome.
you can. You can give permission to go in and out of it.
Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast a spell, can move freely through it. It has to be
okay.
there when I cast it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
he can't come in.
Well,
Be back by within 10 minutes.
Sounds good. I got a 26.
Whoa. Okay. So you're looking around in here and just like walk around the island. It's very, very small. It has some trees on it. You can walk across this entire island pretty quickly. Like it's 100 feet diameter or something like that. Very small. As you walk around it, you notice a pile of ashes on one side of it. Like the remains of
Like a campfire?
like a very large campfire. Yeah.
I want to investigate the area around this real quick.
All right, go ahead.
9.
9. Okay, you don't see any signs of any people around here. Like there are no footprints or anything like that. Just this very large fire. Well, the remains of a very large fire. And looking around here, like you just find a random like shallow hole, like indentation. But like that's it. Those are literally the only two things that you find that are not something you would completely expect to find on a completely deserted island.
I want to kind of dig at this shallow indent to see if there's anything underneath.
All right, you dig a little bit and you very quickly find a similar to stone material that you've seen before.
I want to. What was in the fire? What is left? Is it literally?
It's literally just burnt logs.
burnt logs. Nothing else.
Burnt logs and ash. And as you dig down, like you find you almost immediately hit like bedrock, except it's not rock. It's very hard.
I'm gonna go run back to Flynn. You just see me kind of pacing back, kind of looking at the ground, kind of thinking, Flynn, we may have a problem.
And right then you finish casting your spell.
Well, whatever the problem is, it won't get through.
Well, we may go under.
What?
Water can't get in.
Is it still like the sand, or is it like just his hut?
So hut Leoman's tiny hut basically makes a force field.
Just a force field?
Yeah, it's a bubble of force field.
Oh.
And any creatures or objects inside of the thing when it's cast can go in and out freely. Everything else is excluded.
Can I dig down?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna dig down. Do I pull out Do I?
After like 2 feet digging down, you find the stuff.
I go. Just wipe it away like a mist on a window. I don't think this is a normal island. And I knock on it. I think this is
Makes
a monster.
noise. It makes a noise that is definitely not rock.
I think this is a monster. The same one that Dugr was trying to dig up on the last island.
Is this a lindworm?
Is what?
Is this a lindworm?
It's a really big one.
It's a small one. Well,
Well, you encountered that outside of the Northern Isles, and lindworms you've never heard of before. So probably not. But you can't exclude it completely from the possibilities.
Yeah, and that's what I'm worried about.
Besides, like the route that you guys are currently taking, because you said caution, so I expected that meant avoid lindworms. This is lindworm area. This is the current that matches the one on your maps. So you're like going as far away from lindworm territory as you can manage right now. So like, basically the rough route that I proposed was like going around this way.
it's like, well, according to Chief's map, we're not near Lindworm territory, but to ease all of our caution, give me another 10 minutes.
Suddenly, lightning strikes and rain starts to pour down like very hard. And no, sorry, I said rain. That is inaccurate. It starts sleet starts falling. Sleet and hail.
Did I also mention that there is a giant bonfire on the other side?
No, you forgot to mention that.
Yeah, there is no traces of whoever built it.
If you tell us all the information to start with, then we can work with a lot more.
You guys can leave and enter as much as you want. You guys could go see what he's talking about if you wanted.
I can't leave it.
Also, is temperature controlled inside of the hut? Mm-hmm. Okay, that is a very good thing for you guys right now.
It's a nice, like, warm temperature.
I am going to go and check out. I'm gonna say, Corliss, let's go check it out.
Right this way. He just.
All right,
I'm
one
just
second.
gonna be like, if we're not back in an hour, we're dead. and you
An
need
hour?
to leave.
Yeah, you're definitely dead if you're not back in an hour.
It's like the inside was supposed to be, like, dark for bedtime to sleep. But now I'm like, oh, fetch. And I made it dimly light instead. And there's, like, little
All
fairy
right.
lights strung inside. Just,
So, you guys, as soon as you step out, I need you to both make me a constitution save.
while they're exploring, I'm going to try to cast Identify on the little patch of stone thingy he uncovered.
Are you going to cast it ritually or?
Ritually.
Okay, I'll get back to you.
Yeah. So just while they're doing that, he's taking his time to
You
do
said
that.
a con save?
Uh-huh. To resist cold.
Yeah.
12.
12.
16.
All right. You are immediately start to freeze, and you are going like there will be. You can tell that there will be consequences if you are out for too long. What did you get?
16.
16. You're fine so far.
It's been out no longer than 10 minutes. I can feel it.
Luger,
So
I don't think we need to really go back over there. It's gonna be covered by snow.
it's only a 100-foot island. You could get across it very quickly.
Well, at the rate that the snow's falling, is it already covered?
Okay, basically, you got this entire area is now under the effect of the spell Sleet Storm.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like piling up already. It's just.
It's definitely piling up already. Basically, the ground is already starting to freeze. It can
Okay.
become difficult terrain, and walking on it will make you make dexterity saving throws to not fall. And you have disadvantage on and every single turn you may, if you're concentrating on a spell in this area, you must make a concentration check, regardless of taking damage.
I just believe I believe that we should just stay. Instead.
I want to go and check it out. I'll go by myself.
All right, it is difficult terrain, so it is a little bit hard for you to get there.
I
but
am
you
going
can.
to be creating bonfire, kind
I'm
of
gonna
like in my
I'm
hand
gonna-
almost. Like
All right,
trying
so
to...
that is a concentration spell. Every turn, you must make a saving,
because
a
it's
concentration
Well,
check. in
even
order
if it's like to
maintain it.
keep me warm.
Yes, especially for that reason. The Northern Isles actively tries to put out fires.
Makes sense.
Sleet Storm is
I'm
made
gonna
to
go
break
with him
concentration.
and direct him to try to make it fast.
It doesn't do damage. It just breaks concentration.
Sleet Storm is the ultimate concentration breaker. Nothing beats it.
Nice. Okay. Well, concentration. Natural 20.
All right, cool. You guys make it to the other side of the thing without the fire needing to go out because not 20.
Okay.
You guys get across. Yeah, you What do you want to do over
I just
here?
want to inspect this bonfire site and be like, is there
roll
any
investigation
signs?
check.
Any signs of anyone that made it? Is there any signs of anyone that might still be on the island? You said investigation. This is gonna be a good roll. Dirty 20.
I help him.
Like as you're looking over here, you can't find any signs of who started the fire or anything like that. But something does seem a little bit weird about this. Like, you can't for a while it's just like it's on the tip of your tongue. There's some sort of thing that you recognize that feels familiar or something like that. Like you're looking around and then you realize, wait a second.
I know where
That
we're at.
position of that hole is exactly where I started digging on the last island.
I know where we're at. We're on.
This is the same island.
It moved.
It moved.
It's not an island.
All islands move here, so that's normal.
Dugr.
But it moved fast and far.
Dugr. I think my assumption
And
about
remember,
this...
you felt magic on this island the last time you were here.
Shoot. And right now we're in a sleet storm.
Well, this is it might be. Yeah. I can't say anything else about that. Maybe it's caused by this. You don't know.
Can I try and tell if the sleet storm is of magical origin?
You can try. Would you like to make an Arcana check or use detect
Arcana.
magic? Okay, roll Arcana.
Of course, now I roll low. That's gonna be a 14.
I help him.
As far as you can tell, this storm is not caused by magical effects.
Okay, makes sense.
You did hear that the Northern Isles has violent storms. Like it could very well.
Makes sense.
Like there is no more magical thing than what you have grown accustomed to in this incredibly magical area. Like Dragon Sea is always magical, but you can't find any other extraneous effects up there.
Makes sense. I think we need to head back. This is the same island we were on, but it moved fast.
I was just thinking that.
And so I think we're gonna head back to the hut now.
All right, you head back to the hut, and I need both you guys to make me dexterity checks for navigating without slipping, because it is the entire ground is now.
Is
covered
it a
in
dexterity
ice.
save?
Save
Or
and
just a
throw,
dexterity check?
yeah. Save and throw.
15.
Okay, you pass.
Nice.
Don't leave the hut, guys.
Natural 1.
How much do I want to punish you for this? All right, this much. Okay, so you start running over there, immediately slip and start sliding towards the edge, towards the water.
You're done.
You may take one. You each get one action in order to try to stop it.
I'm gonna try.
Well, actually, you get an action to try to save him right now, and then we'll get to him and see what happens.
I'm going to take the hilt of my warhammer and just try and dig it into the ground.
All right,
as I'm
we're gonna give him
sliding.
his action first, and then we can do that. Actually, no. Go ahead.
Hey.
Roll athletics.
As he does it, I'm gonna grab
Actually,
his.
roll attack roll.
As he does it, I'm gonna grab his warhammer, and just kind of use that as leverage to pull him.
Roll an attack on the ice with advantage,
with advantage.
because he's helping you.
Yes.
I rolled 2 10s, so that's a 19.
Perfectly
to
average.
hit.
19 to hit.
Perfectly.
You stab, you slam it into there, and the ice chips and grinds as you pull it over. But you just keep sliding for a little bit, and you start getting pulled in too. You go for a little bit longer. You go for a little bit further. You each may take one more action. If you do well, then Dugr does not go into the freezing cold hypothermia water. If you don't,
We'll see what happens.
we'll see.
Okay.
Is there anything around me?
Oh no, it only lasts.
The
1 minute.
burnt logs.
It's been an entire night. Let's see. Do I have anything?
Decide quickly, or I'm going to start making weather take actions.
I'm going to cast Kinetic Jaunt.
That would do it. Okay. Yeah, casting Kinetic Jaunt will get you up here, and I don't think you have to worry about getting to the edge on time any longer. The waves, the water starts getting rough, and an enormous wave flies up and crashes down on you guys right after you get into the hut and are now safe from being frozen to death. The waves are now so rough that it would be suicide to try sailing out in those.
We have a bit of a problem, Flynn.
It's actually quite huge with the problem.
Oh, what's
Say
the
that.
issue?
This is the same island we were on before. We were the ones that started that bonfire.
No,
and
you
we were
didn't. You
we
found
didn't start
Silva.
it.
Silva was on this island,
Silva
and that
was the
attracted
one-
your attention.
Silva was the one that built that bonfire, and we were.
I don't
was the
remember
one that
building
dug
any
the hole.
bonfire.
There was a bonfire on this island when we found you.
I don't remember this island. I woke up on your boat.
Oh, makes sense. This is where we found you. But the thing is, we know that we're not where we were when we originally found this island. So this island not only moved, it moved very fast.
I mean,
In a distance that isn't normal for islands to move in the Dragon Sea.
It's a monster.
for small islands, I could understand for it moving as fast as it did. Smaller islands probably can travel a lot faster than bigger islands like Elistine.
It's not supposed to move.
There are only few islands that don't move in the Dragon Sea.
This feels perfectly normal to Flynn, and he's actually correct. You don't actually know what you're talking about, how far it moves. Like, he is actually correct. It is possible for some islands
For
to move
small
as fast.
islands
It's
like
rare.
this to move
it's
as fast as
rare
this.
for it to happen.
So Flynn's
And you
speaking
feel like you would have
logic.
noticed it the first time you were here because you thought that it was a normal solid island last time you saw that. But, like, it could be possible. They're erratic sometimes.
Did you identify what the black stuff?
Oh, right, you cast Identify, and then they probably came back around this time.
Yeah.
I need to read what Identify does.
Identify.
I also have Identify.
What it does, choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has. If any, you learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Okay. Air Bubble.
What? So you may not
And
be
Tiny Hut.
Yes.
It's a bubble. Guess what's below you? It's inside. It was inside of the hut when you cast the spell.
So you may not be completely wrong on your hypothesis of it being a monster.
You just
Actually, Tiny Hut times 2.
Wait, what? Tiny Hut times 2?
So there are currently 3 spells affecting this island.
Put my head in my eyes.
Tiny Hut, Air Bubble,
Huh?
and another Tiny Hut. You guys searched around. You didn't see another dome, did you?
And so that island's way too small for you guys to have not seen that dome.
Yeah.
If it was there, you would have found
We
it.
didn't see anything, at the very least.
They're not.
So currently it is being protected by a tiny dome. So it shouldn't be affected by any spells, which I'm thinking either were inside of it. Plus Air Bubble, which will help it breathe underwater and in areas where there are no air. So we just have to wait it out and leave quickly after the storm passes by.
Agreed.
And do not provoke it.
We...
You didn't do anything to provoke it, did you?
I'm going to cover the hole again. I don't think we did.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Perhaps.
What did you do?
I slipped and slammed my hammer into it
What? You did?
and got a 19 to hit.
Dugr, did you do anything?
I don't think we should be worried. I hit sand.
I have reasons to believe that we are in lots of trouble right now. A lot of trouble.
And I think that this would be an excellent point to finish off our session today.
Never peaceful. Well,
Well, what sort of terrible, weird thing are they on that is under the effect of air bubble and 2 tiny huts? Will our heroes survive? What did Dugr hit when he rolled a 19 to attack against the island, which made me so happy? Find out next time on Dungeons and Dingnuts.
Yeah.
It goes so wrong.
It's gonna go terrible. I'm not ready. Oh gosh. you.